go to Google and search for StockHeroApp.com. Click on it and you see this button to launch the app. You can open a new browser. Here I'm going to show you how you can add a Stock Hero app icon and pin it onto your mobile phone home screen by opening it as a new browser. So if you go to the top right hand corner of your screen, you see this three dots icon and you can click and search for add to home screen. Yeah. So when you click on it, it actually pins it on your mobile app home screen like that. And when you click on it, you can launch the app. Or alternatively, you can also open the app through the mobile browser and by clicking this button to launch this app. Here I've already logged in to my Google Gmail account, and you see the home page of all the top US companies listed on the exchange like Apple and Coca-Cola. So if I click on Apple, it shows me the Apple share price and all the data. If I click on the query tab, it shows me all the analysis of the data. For example, now I can change it to Apple, AAPL, the ticker symbol, and it will take a while to load because there's some limitations for this app. So one person can only do it at one time. So you can see it loads pretty fast here. Like, see, it's done. And I click on fundamental analysis to see the charts. Here you see the earnings per share to be uptrend, going up, and gross margins, net margin, operating cash flow, and free cash flows, and so forth and so on. So you can see all the fundamental analysis of all the data points for Apple across the years. And you can see technical analysis, for example, the exponential moving average, the 200 days, 50 days, and 20 days, to have a sense of uptrend or whether or not, and relative strength index RSI, Bollinger Bands, as well as MACD, MACD, some of these popular technical indicators. So go back, you can see this intrinsic value calculator where you can click on it and to get some of the data to calculate the intrinsic value. Here there are some data here, tell you the price target, average PE, and all your data to calculate the intrinsic value. So how do you calculate it? By going to the calculator button, going to the intrinsic value calculator. Here's the earnings per share, present, past, and include the growth rate, which you get from the other tab, where you can calculate the intrinsic value of the share manually. Here you see I can have margin of safety. If I put 50%, it greatly reduces the intrinsic value to 100 plus. So now I'm changing back to 5%. It goes back to up to 200 over value for intrinsic value. If I go to the portfolio tab, I can actually answer some questions and to get a portfolio of how much bonds or how much stocks I should be holding in my portfolio. Let's go back to the intrinsic value calculator. Here you see the adjusted growth rate is about 20%, which is pretty high for a fast-growing company that gives a 200 over intrinsic value. If I change this number, which is more on the most sensitive number, to 10% growth rate, and if I look at the intrinsic value, it actually reduces to about 62.99 intrinsic value, which is really, really low. So remember, this growth rate is very sensitive, so change it accordingly to the type of company and also the margin of safety. Thank you.